Hi, it's Mary here. Welcome back to the Paper Turtle. Today I am going to be working in my December daily. Now, I don't normally do a December daily. I've never done one before. But what happened was when I first started making junk journals, like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 months ago or so, one of the first ones that I did was this book that I made out of, I think it was like a cereal box or something. I'm not sure. I don't really remember, but it's some kind of food box anyway. And it's made with Christmas cards. All of the pages and the signatures are old Christmas cards. And I just put them together like regular signatures and sewed them in. I left room, there's 4 signatures in here, and there's room for maybe, possibly 2 more. And I left the ends of the strings that I tied because I wasn't really sure at the time what I wanted to do with them. So they're just kind of there. I covered it with old scrapbook paper. And the front is not, as you can see, not completely decorated, but it'll be done in time whenever I feel like doing something on it. I'll just do it. This is not anything formal. This is just a plaything. So that's what it is I'm just playing in it. And then on the inside is more scrapbook paper and some washi tape on the edges. I think that, I don't know if I didn't put this together real well, or maybe I just put some washi tape on it just to hide the seam. I don't remember what I did. But anyway, it's all cards, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. So when I saw other people on YouTube doing a December daily, I figured, well, that's what I'll use this journal for. I'll just do a December daily. I'm not journaling in it daily because I just don't have the time to do that, and I don't have enough interesting things going on to do that on a daily basis. But I'm trying, and I'll show you what I've done so far. And we'll decorate a few pages today, a couple pages, maybe 1 page, I don't know. But we'll decorate something today just as a little craft with me. And, you know, maybe later on I'll show you more pages that I've done or something. But this isn't going to be a daily thing, either for me or for making videos. So we'll just see what I've got so far, and we'll go from there. So this is just a card, the front of a card. I liked it. I didn't do anything with it. As you can see, I've got more decorating to do. This is nothing special or fancy. This page is a napkin, and I was experimenting with playing with a napkin, and then I glued on some baker's twine, and that's it. That's all I did with this page. It is very elemental, very beginners playing around kind of stuff, and at some point it may get covered over. I'm not sure. This is just the front of another card, and the back of this card is this was from a friend of mine, and it's dated 2016 is when actually she gave me the card in 2015 because she's talking about looking forward to 2016. And now here it is, the end of 2018, and we both moved away from where we lived, and we both moved to the same area, and we're both retired. We're all retired. Her husband, my husband, we're all retired now. And so we have had a lot of fun times together. And so when I found this part in my book, I thought, oh, how cool is that? So I just wrote a little note about the fun times that we've been having since they moved up here. And I'm just going to leave that and maybe decorate it a little bit, but that's staying. Front of a card, I just put a sticker on it, no big deal. This was another page that I was experimenting with. This is tissue paper. This is just cut from a magazine and a stamp from a card somebody sent me. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. It's not done, but it's just there. The front of another card. This one, and this says, people, this is why you save your cards. This card was from my husband's aunt, who I never met, and he had not seen since he was a child. And she was on Facebook. The woman was 80 something years old, and she was on Facebook, and they reconnected. And she loved to see our posts, because we posted a lot about our grandkids and adventures that we go on and everything. And she would love to see those posts, and always commented on them and everything. And this was a Christmas card from her with a little note attached to it. And she has since passed away. So this is very, very special, and this will stay as it is. Maybe I'll put some lace on the side of it or something, but this is definitely staying like it is. And this is why I keep all my Christmas cards. People throw them away and it drives me nuts. But I'm a hoarder. I save everything. I'm not really a hoarder. I'm just using that term. And another card. And I decided I was going to save some of the Hershey's Kisses wrappers. I don't know why. I just threw them on there. That'll probably get covered up at some point in time. And okay, so here's where I started the December daily. This is day 1. I did my journaling, and I journaled about making some fudge that I make every year for a luncheon that I was going to. And so what I tucked inside is a copy of the fudge recipe that I use, and some journaling on the back of it about how I used to make this fudge when I was a kid for my grandfather's for Christmas presents. I'll probably do something else on here just to jazz it up a little bit more, but that was my start of my December daily. And day 2, this was cut out of a magazine, and this was cut out of a magazine, and I had just previously stuck them on there. So recently I added the ribbon, and this is velvety ribbon. It's pretty. I don't know if you can see it really good, but it's so pretty. And I did a little journaling, and there's my number 2. This was last year's Christmas card, and so I just took the front of one of them and put it in here and wrote 2017 Christmas card. This is just a magazine cutout that I liked. The back of a card. Some more candy wrappers that'll probably end up getting covered up. This was my December daily, day 3. This had already been done. It's one of the pages. I just put some washi tape. These are felt snowflakes, and it says ages 3 and up, so I guess this was cut from a box of, I don't know. I don't remember what it was cut from. Some kind of box. A game, a toy, or something. And I did a little bit of journaling. This is the front of a card. And this is day 4 that I did. I just used some scrapbook paper, covered the page, made a pocket, and I did my journaling on the back of this little journaling card. And I think I added some Stickles glitter on there a little bit. And then this was something I had put on before, just magazine cutouts. Day 5 is a corner pocket, and these were our ornaments cut from a piece of scrapbook paper. And I just put them in the pocket. I have not journaled on this one yet. Like I said, I don't have too much exciting going on in my life to be journaling about Christmas every day. But, you know, I might come back and put a little note in there about something that I did, or maybe a memory about Christmas, or whatever. I don't know. This was the front of a card that I just added this little cutout of a bulb on there. This is not done, and this is coming off. This was a newspaper clipping that I had stuck on there, but I'm going to end up taking it off and redoing this a little bit. Now we come to where I am now. There's more cards back here that we'll get to at some point, but I'm on day, what number am I on? 6? Yeah, I'm on day 6. Okay, and I'm in the middle of working on it, and my paper has curled, like curled all up, because I painted it. Because I want to, this is a napkin, and I tore the snowman off of the napkin, and I want to put him on there. But before I do, I want to put white paint over this, so that I have someplace to journal. I could journal on here with a white pen, but I'm just going to put some white paint, not over the whole thing, just in an area, and I'm going to stamp some white snowflakes around. And then I'll have some journaling space and a little bit more decoration. And I don't know, who knows what else I'll do on there. So right now, that's what I'm going to do, is put the white paint on there before I put the napkin on and see how that comes out. And I know eventually this will flatten down, but I'm going to just put a clip on it for now so that it holds down while I am working on it. And I'll probably put one down here. So I hope that you have been all working in your December dailies, or not, if that's not your thing. It never was my thing, to be honest, because I don't. I just don't daily journal on a daily basis at Christmas time, because there just isn't that much to journal about. I'm washing off my brush that I had sitting in a thing of water over here. So, but I had this book, and I had to do something with it, so I figured, oh, what the heck, I'll just do a little December daily thingy. You know what, before I do this, I want to put this wax paper under here, because I don't want the paint to go where I don't want it, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't go onto the pages underneath it. Okay. So I am fairly new to any kind of art, really. I've been a scrapbooker forever and ever and ever. But the way that I do scrapbooking, I don't consider my scrapbooking as art. I don't use paint. I don't use art supplies. I never even had paint and paintbrushes and stuff until, like I said, 7 or 8 months ago, I decided to jump into the whole, I saw some art journaling on YouTube, and I thought, oh, that's kind of fun and cool and simple, I think. It wasn't so simple as I thought it was going to be, but I decided to try it, so I did. And so I bought some paints, and I just bought some other stuff. I never even owned paintbrushes. It was kind of pathetic. And I tried to jump into doing some art journaling, mixed media type stuff. Bought a bunch of stencils, and I just kind of went overboard on buying things, you know. And this is not coming out the way. I don't want these lines here. And so I kind of tried to jump into that, but I didn't like how my artwork was coming out. It wasn't really artwork. And then I saw the junk journaling stuff, and I thought, ooh, now I can make things out of junk. That's kind of cool. I could do that. So I started out making my very first junk journal was made out of a granola bar box. This is my second one. It was made out of some kind of food box. And I just kind of went from there. And I've only done a few, really. I haven't done that many, but it's been fun. All right. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing over here. I have paint, and I'm just trying to see if my snowflakes are going to look like snowflakes. I guess, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing. And I've come to learn that that really is like the best kind of art, is just to do. Just do it. Doesn't matter really what it looks like or how it comes out. If it's, I don't know, coming from someplace inside that I don't know. I don't know what to do here. video is not going to be very good. Again, sorry. I'm trying. Really trying. I just get on here and I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to say because it's not very interesting. Alright, so there's my snowflakes, and this guy's going to go on here. That'll be for journaling. That'll work. Okay. I don't know what else to do with it, but we'll see. Okay, so now I have this white paint here. And I have actually, let me see if it's easily accessible. Okay, this is my, set that there while it dries. This is my art journal book, and I'm not going to show you all the pages because they're not very good. But what I do have in here is like a leftover paint page. So that's what I'm going to put on here. And my leftover paint. You know, I probably shouldn't have put paint on my stamp, and you stampers out there are probably gasping and saying, oh my god, you just ruined that stamp. Well, I don't care. I don't even know where I got it. I don't know. I don't ever use it. It's just whatever. It'll be fine. So this is my, my leftover paint page. I have several of them in here. When I'm painting, I just take the paint and slap it on here, and at some point in time this will get covered with some type of artwork or something, and maybe these colors will show through and look really cool, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm not very good at all this art stuff. I just kind of play around and throw it together, and whatever it comes out to be is what it comes out to be. So, that is that. Now, while this is drying, I don't think it's going to take very long, although some of that paint is a little bit gloopy, but that's alright. While it's drying, I'm just going to show you, I did day 8. Wait, 6, what happened to 7? Well, they're going to be out of order. Oh, well. Okay, so I did day 8 because day 8, I mean, I didn't do all the journaling and stuff, but day 8 is going to be about my cookie bake that I had, and I need to print off pictures to go on here, so there's going to be pictures on here, so I can't do much more until I have the pictures to put on here, and then I can do it and journal about it. And this is actually a bag, like a treat bag, and I cut it down and put a little notch in it, and I'll use it as a pocket. It's very, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get something in there. It's a very, very thin paper. Probably made a mistake buying it. I bought it at Walmart, or maybe the Dollar Tree. I don't know. A whole package of treat bags, Christmas treat bags. I figured I'd use them in here. And yeah, it might work. I don't know. So then I'll have to go on to do the other days on all of the rest of these cards. So that was, looks like that was one signature, and this is another signature. And they're just cards that I stuck in here. I love this one. I don't know if you can see that. It's the word peace is cut out of the front of the card, and then on the inside it says peace, so that when you're, that's the front and that's the inside. Very pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that in here because I don't want to ruin that. I might just leave it like that. I don't know. And then, let's see, that's just more cards is all. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, I have seen people use Mod Podge to put the napkins on, and also to use glue sticks. So I was thinking on here, because I don't want to Mod Podge over the whole page, that I was going to try using a glue stick and see how that comes out. But I'm rethinking that, because I don't want Mod Podge on where I'm going to write, because I don't know if I'll be able to write on it. So I guess I'll just, yeah, I'll just put it on like that with a glue stick. And I know that some of that paint is still wet. but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway because I have to have something to do on this video. This one's not going to come out very good. It's going to be laughable, but I guess most of my videos are because I'm just, I don't know, not very good at this. But I'm doing it just to have fun, so I'm having fun. And if I get subscribers, I do. If I don't, I don't. And I appreciate those of you who have subscribed very, very much. I like that, and I'm glad you did. And if you're watching, I'm glad you're watching. Don't get me wrong, I do like it. But it's not my whole world, so it is what it is. I guess that's not too bad. I need to put some over here on this little end here. I kind of like it with the glue stick because you don't have all that wet mess that you get with Mod Podge. So maybe glue sticking more napkins than Mod Podging. I don't know. I mean, I like the Mod Podge effect too, but this really is a quicker, easier way to do it. Okay, well that's cool. Alright, I feel like it needs something else though. It probably needs something along the bottom here. How about some white trim? That would be good, right? Because it'd be like snow. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to pause you for a second. I'm going to go find my trim, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have all my trims. My lace trims are all sorted by color. So this is my bag of white. Oh wait, there's more here. And I picked out a few. It's almost an off-white, isn't it? I picked out a few to see which one I like the best. And we have this one, which I really kind of like. That one's kind of pretty, but it's kind of big, but that's all right. I like it. And then this one is a little bit smaller. I can pull the end out here. Okay, it is kind of messy. Okay, this one, that one's cute. And those are very similar, but then I have this smaller one. I think I really like the bigger one. And I got these. This one's more of a cotton than a lace. Well, that was cute. I like the scallops. All right, so that one, or should I go with the bigger one? I'm going to go with the smaller one. Yep. So I'll go with that one. That's cute. Why are my scissors never where they're supposed to be? My Aleene's Tacky Glue, which I use for most things that I can't, anything that I can't use a glue stick for. And I know most people use that Fabri-Tac, but I don't have any. And I've been saying that this container is empty for a long time, and I keep sticking it back in here, hoping more glue will work its way down to the tip. And I think it's time for me to throw that one away. Okay. Let's put a little bit of glue along the bottom. This trim doesn't have a lot of area to be able to attach the glue to, so I hope it stays well. I think it will. And I think I'm not going to put a number on this page yet because I did 5, and I did 8. So I need to do 6 and 7, and I don't know. Wait, let me see what pages I have before it. Oh, yeah, I could do one here. So I could do, or I could do one here. So I guess I could make this one 6 and make this one 7. I can make this 7. I will do that. And I have numbers that I have been using. So I can use either sparkly green. I don't want pink. I have gold, but I don't want gold. And I have silver. I have a 7 in my silver. I do. Okay. So I can do green, or I can do silver. I think I'm going to do silver. Nope. Yeah. Okay. So there is day 7 done. And my page flattened out pretty well. So that's good. So there's day 7 and there's day 8. So I guess I need to go back and do day 6. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this day 6, and I'm going to take this off because I don't like it. If I can salvage it, I'll put it somewhere else. If I can't, then it gets trashed. It was just cut from a magazine, so it's not a big deal. It wasn't done very well. Okay. So that's that one. So I think what I'm going to do on this page is cover this with some wrapping paper that I am using this year to wrap my gifts. I have a couple of different kinds. And I think, you know, this screams 2018 because this is like the motif of 2018, we know. So I think I'm going to put this on here. But I'm not sure what else I want to do. This is my problem with this whole thing, is that I don't know what else to do. Maybe I'll cut one of these out and cut the trees out and do like, oh, do you watch what's her name? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't remember her name. I do know her name. You know how you lose something, it's on the tip of your tongue and you just can't, it just won't come out. Her YouTube channel is Let's Make a Mess Today. I think that's her YouTube channel. Oh my God, I watch her all the time. Dawn. Oh my God, Dawn, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You know how it is. She did a thing where she used I think she took an image from a card or something, and she created this, a little scene. So maybe I will use that as inspiration and do something very similar. But I think I'm going to piece it together with paper. I think she might have done a little painting or something, but I'm not going to paint on this one. I think I'm going to piece some paper together, and I have this, which I think I'll put down on the bottom of the page somehow. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, so. And then maybe I'll find a blue or something to put on the top of the page. And yeah, all right, we'll do that. Now, I think do I want one piece of paper covering the whole thing? Will it bend well, do you think? This is kind of thick paper. Or maybe I should do it in 2 pieces. Maybe I should do it in 2 pieces. All right. Let me measure. You should see the rest of my desk over there. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay, so that is 10. Yeah, they're about 5 and 5. So, and I think I want it to be... See, here's where I wish I had some art training, because I don't know how I want this to actually look. I think I'll cut it like 4 inches, and then I'll scallop it. Not scallop it, but do it wavy. You know what I mean? So 5 by 4, I don't know. I really don't know. Let's just see how this all comes out. Okay, so if I need it, I need to cut it this way, 10 inches. I always forget which way I'm supposed to cut it. Like I told you, I've been scrapbooking for years, and I should know. I should know this stuff. All right, I want it to be... That's not going to work. Wait. I need 10 by 4, right? I need this to be 4. Okay, I got it. And this to be 10. And then I'm going to use my other cutter. Show you what I'm going to do. My good old Creative Memories cutter. What is this? Oh, a name tag. My good old Creative Memories cutter to make the, like, little hills, like? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see how this comes out. Then I'm going to cut that in half at 5 inches. All right, do you see where I'm going with this now? That will be like that, right? Now I need some, oh, you can't see that. Sorry. That's going to be like that. Okay. Then I need some kind of blue or something up here to be the sky, right? Does this make sense? I hope so. All right, I have to find some blue paper. I don't have any right here. So I will be back once again. Okay, so I did not find any paper in my scraps that I liked. So I found this in a Christmas paper pack. I have the oldest Christmas paper packs that you can imagine, and I don't do that many Christmas wrap-up pages, so these paper packs have just piled up and piled up, and I have to use them. Okay, so now this one, I need it to be 10 inches this way. Well, let me cut it the other way first. How many inches do I need it? Where's my ruler? Here's my ruler. Oh my God. What did I do with it? There it is. Okay, so this paper is going to be here. I want the sky paper underneath it, so I need 3.5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to want 10 inches to go this way because that's where the writing goes. So 3.5 inches going this way. And my husband is banging. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know what he's doing. He's not a handyman, so I don't know what he's banging about. I'm sorry about that. 10 inches, and I hope that's not like too loud on here. Maybe you can't even hear it. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. So let's hope that this comes out good. And if it doesn't, oh well. We've played, right? And I'm going to actually use a glue stick on this because it's kind of thin paper, and if I use the wet glue on it, it's going to bubble up underneath. I don't want it to bubble up underneath. What in the world is he doing out there? I've taught him that if my door is shut, that means I'm recording. He would just walk in, and so I had to kind of tell him, please don't just walk in because you can interrupt me. So he's pretty good about it now, though. No, Mary, don't sing. That would be bad. That would be really bad if I were to start singing. You do not want to hear that. No, 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 no. Okay, so Christmas preparations. I've got all my shopping done. I finished the last of it this morning. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy about that. And that's what I will be journaling about today, that I finished my Christmas shopping. And now I have all the wrapping to do. Now I have 3 granddaughters that I have bought things for. And see, now this is textured, kind of. Almost like very lightly embossed. So the glue stick's not going to work on that. So I'm going to have to use the wet glue. But that's okay on this one because it's thicker paper. So I don't think it'll glove up underneath. So hopefully. So anyway, I have 3 granddaughters. Hi Serenity, hi Alyssa, hi Arabella. They watch my YouTube channel, so I have to say hi to them. And so I tend to spoil them at Christmas. I love to spoil them. And this year, girls, if you're watching, close your ears. They're probably a little bit more spoiled than last year, just because I was really having fun buying them Christmas presents. So I have those gifts to wrap. I have my husband's gifts to wrap, and I have my 2 sons and my daughter-in-law, my mother and her husband, and who else do I have? That's about it, I think. So it's not too bad. You know, it's enough. It's going to keep me busy between now and Christmas, definitely. But it's not too bad. When I was younger, what my age has nothing to do with it. I don't know why I said when I was younger. Many years ago, I used to buy gifts for my entire extended family who lived, I say up north. I live in Florida. They lived in Massachusetts. And I would buy gifts for, I'm talking my brothers and sisters, my parents, of course, my sister-in-laws, and my nieces and nephews. And I would buy them all gifts and wrap them and ship them. Yep, I would ship them from Florida to Massachusetts. Every year I did that for many, many years until the kids got to be like teenagers. And then, you know, between the kids just being older and me not having any idea what to get them for Christmas and it just being like way too expensive, and I just stopped doing it after a while. But I did that for quite a few years, and every year I'd have to get my packages ready early before, you know, well before Christmas, so that they could get sent up there and they'd have them by Christmas. I think about that now, and I must have been out of my mind. I was working, I had 2 little kids, and I did all that all the time, every year. Why? I mean, I did it because I enjoyed doing it, obviously, but that was a lot of work, and I can't believe I did all that all the time. Okay, do you see now where I'm going with this? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's still trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Excuse my arm. I'm trying to get a little bit of glue on this corner. I think I need more glue. I have more in... Oh. Yeah, see that? Can you see what I did there? Yeah, I got plenty of glue. All right, smush that out. Oh, stupid. All right. Now, what do I want to do with this wrapping paper? I want to make a little scene like Dawn did. Oh, I need a house. I don't have a house. I'll have to find a house somewhere. You know what I do have, though? I don't know if it's not going to match because the colors aren't quite right. I have this. These cutouts. They might be too big, though. I have this Santa Claus. Oh, he's cute, isn't he? Is he too big? I could put a house like in the... so that the house is sitting in the background. I'd have a house somewhere. And here's a big tree. But the tree's way too big. I mean, that takes up the whole page. That's not what my intention is. I might not use this. I have some, you know, tons of snowmen around. I can find another one that would fit better on the page. So no, I'm not going to use that. Let me set that aside. But I definitely want to use a truck and maybe some of the trees I could put on there. So thank you, Dawn, for the inspiration. I hope you don't think I'm just being a copycat. I kind of am, but that's what we do, isn't it? I need to find my glasses because when I fussy cut, I really need my glasses on. Here they are. So, yeah, I have all my Christmas shopping done. Now I have to do my wrapping. And I'm not going to do a lot of baking because I already had a cookie bake. So cookies are baked, but we've been eating them. So there probably won't be any left by Christmas. If there are a few left, I'll put them out, but probably not. And I'm going to make cheesecake because cheesecake is what I do. I have a cheesecake recipe that I've been making for years. I absolutely love, and I guess I should print that out and put it in this book too, because I usually only make that at Christmas time. So that's a Christmas thing that I can journal about. And Christmas Eve, we go to my mother's house. She and my 2 sons all live about an hour and a half away from me. So it's a bit of a trek, but there is a highway that we take that makes it's pretty direct. It's makes it pretty easy to get to instead of, we don't hit much traffic until we get towards Tampa, then we start hitting the traffic, but between here and there, it's not a bad drive. Pretty easy. So we will go there to my mother's on Christmas Eve. She just likes to do a little get-together. My mother's almost 81 years old, and last year I told her, don't do dinner. Don't do a big meal. Just do, you know, snacky stuff. So she's going to do snacky stuff this year. Okay, so that's going on there. And I don't know what else. Oh, goodness. You know what? My other paper that I have, but it's not going to work on this. I could put it on here. Let me see. Tell me what you think. I have this. I love this paper. It's cow paper. Isn't he the cutest cows? All these cows. Aren't they adorable? I bought this last year. I don't know where I got it, but I bought it last year. I could put a cow on here and put the truck near the cow or something. Would that be too silly? Yeah, I don't care if it's silly. That's what I'm doing. That's why I have it. That's why I kept this paper, right? So that I could put it in my journal. How else would you put a cow with a Santa hat in your journal if it's not in a silly way? I don't know. I don't think you can take a cow in a Santa hat too seriously. Oh, so Christmas Eve we're going to my mother's, and she'll just have snacky stuff. But what's unique about going there that we get a kick out of every year, she lives in a mobile home park. It's an over 55 mobile home park. And one of the things that they do every year on Christmas Eve is they have a little parade through the park. And everybody decorates their golf carts. And they go through the park. And, of course, the last one is Santa. And some of the people throw candy. So the kids just absolutely love standing there and getting the candy. And it's like, you know, they're the only, just about the only kids there. So it's like it's their own private parade just for them, you know. It's not, but that's how it feels when you're the only one standing on the side of the road and this parade comes by and you get all the candy, you know. So the kids love it. And it's just kind of a real kitschy thing that we do on Christmas Eve. We get a big kick out of it. And then evidently, and they've done this in the past, but my mother never participated. But after the parade, Santa is at the clubhouse. And he gives out gifts to the kids. And the people have to sign the kids up ahead of time so that they know that the kids are coming and how old they are and stuff. So my mother never signed the girls up for that before, because we always, after the parade goes by, we always go in and eat dinner, and she wanted dinner to be hot, and so we just never did that. But this year, since she's not making dinner, she signed the kids up to go and get go see Santa and get a gift. All right, this is like so out of proportion, but that's okay. I like the cow and the thing, the truck. I wonder if the truck is going in the other direction. Where's the paper? No, it's all going in the same direction. All right. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to put those on there. What else? What else can I put on here? I got to think of something else. I should have planned this out well before this, doing this video. I have another piece of a different wrapping paper that I'm using. And, oh, it's got a snowman. Okay, I'm going to cut one of these snowmen out and put this snowman on. And then I have 3 pieces of my wrapping paper on here. And I like the tree. And I'm going to put the tree on there too. I think I was going to use this wrapping paper some other way on another page, and I probably still will, but this right here, I don't know if you can see it. It has right here the name of the wrapping paper company. It says Greenway Packaging with Purpose, I think is what it says. I don't know where I got this wrapping paper. I think it was a fundraiser from the kids' school. I've had it for a few years now. It's very heavy duty and it's double-sided. When do you see double-sided wrapping paper? I probably paid a lot of money for this. So I'm going to cut this little snowman out. I'm going to cut that bird out too. I have other wrapping paper. I just grabbed these 3 pieces, though. I should go and see what else I have, if there's anything else that will work on this little page that I'm creating. I want to cut those words out because they're not very Christmassy. I don't know what it means. I guess it's the company of the wrapping paper. I think this video is going to be too long. Okay, so now we have a snowman, and we have a cow, and we have a truck. And I'm going to cut this tree, because it's a pretty tree. And I'll try to cut this way. I don't like this on it. The tree. The truck. The cow. They're not all going to fit nicely. How can I fit these on here nicely? I'm telling you people, I am no artist. Really didn't expect this to be taking this long. I'm going to just put these down and then see what else I feel like doing with it. Because if I don't get moving on it, this video is going to be too long and I'm not going to be able to put it up there, and it's going to, nobody will watch it, and what's the point? I'm wasting my time doing it. Actually, I'm not wasting my time, because even if I don't put the video up, oh, I get these pages done. So it's not wasting my time. It doesn't take any more time to film. I'm just filming as I'm playing here. I love this cow. I grew up in a small town in Massachusetts, and it just so happens that the town that I grew up in is the birthplace of Elsie the Borden cow. It really is. And big claim to fame, which is cool. And, but I lived in town. I didn't live in the country or anything. It was, I say in town, it was a very small town. We had like 2 stores, you know, no stoplights or anything like that. It's just a tiny little quaint New England town, and I absolutely loved growing up there. I really did. So I'm a small town girl. And after I got married and I moved to Florida, I lived in a city. And I lived in the city for 30-something years. 34 years or so, somewhere around there. And so when we decided to retire, we decided we needed to get out of the city. Too many people, too much traffic, just too much of everything. And so we started looking around to see if we could find a nice small town to move to. And the small towns in Florida are very nice, and we found some very nice ones, but they are not the same feel as the small towns in New England. They're just not. They're not laid out the same. They don't have the same features as, you know, it's a different place. New England was manufacturing towns, a lot of them, and the towns were built stemming from the old times when you had a town common, and, you know, the cows were put out on the town common to graze, and the town well was there, and people would go there to get their water, and the church was at one end of the town common, and, you know, maybe somebody's big mansion was at the other end of town common, and the general store was there, and life revolved around the town common. And in Florida, the small towns are not like that. Some of them have a main street that is no longer their main street, but it still has like the old buildings and stuff, which are very cool. But it's not the same feel, because the small towns in Florida stemmed from either the orange industry or the cattle industry, and so they grew differently than the small towns in New England did. So they are different. So we had a hard time finding someplace that made me feel like New England, and we really didn't. There's a town right near here that's, you know, probably the best I'm going to get. It's very quaint, and it's a very nice little town, and that's where we go to do some of our stuff. But where we live now, we live kind of in the country, and there's no town, so to speak. It's all unincorporated areas, and I really like it. It's very country. So we have a store near here that people go to. It's called Rural King, and it has a lot to do with agriculture and farming. They sell baby chicks there, and they're so cute. And I think that I probably got this cow paper at Rural King. And I have other paper, and I'm going to get a piece of it, and I'll put it in here, not right now, but I will end up adding it to this page that has chickens on it. And I should have brought a piece in to put on here, but I'll add some chickens to this page too. This is my country Christmas. This is, I guess, what I'm calling this page. I might end up putting something down here, making a little pocket to put a journaling card or something in. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet with that. Not that. but I'll probably come up with something. And I'm going to end this video because it's probably like way too long. And I'll say goodbye, and I'll come back and I'll do another one when I know what else I'm going to do on this page. And we'll finish this page, and then we'll do maybe another page too. But anyway, you got to look at my December daily book, my Christmas card junk journal, and I hope this wasn't too boring for you, and come back again and subscribe and like and all of that happy crappy stuff, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.